Hi, gang. Short and sweet. Like my channel, subscribe to it, ring the bell, hit the bell. Make sure you get all notifications when I post a video. It's a real simple video today. It's about the $200 a month increase in Social Security that a lot of representatives have promised. Remember, actually, they were promising $2,000 a month checks. $2,000 a month. Where'd that go? What happened? Come on, Democrats, what happened? Too scared the Republicans would say no. Oh no. You could have gone through budget reconciliation for that, too, because that would be part of the federal budget. Nope, chose not to. Chicken bleep. Keep it clean. But the $200 a month Social Security raise is something you can do now. Something you should do now. And something that myself, amongst other advocates that are out here on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, have been pushing you on every single time you send a tweet, every single time you post on Facebook. I am going to be in your face, up front, loud and clear, on your message board, replying to your posts, and I have been for the last 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I'm the pain in the backside you've been reading. That everybody else that follows me and everybody else starts following me because they see my tweet, they see my reply, they see my response on Facebook, and they like it. They agree with it, and they get it. I get a couple of naysayers here and there. But you senators, you Democrat senators, you Democrat House reps, I'd be adding an amendment to this American Recovery Act to put $200 more in people's Social Security accounts every month. Even if you want to just go to the end of 2021, I think it should be extended well beyond that, personally. But let's just start with that. And then if you want to do the cost of living adjustment fix and make it come through the consumer price index based on the elderly's cost of living instead of what the current standard is, I'd be more than happy to go along with that too. You see, because I also agree with the $15 minimum wage. Unfortunately, the Senate parliamentarian ruled against it because it's not part of the federal budget. But Social Security is. And don't lie to me and say you can't do that with this bill. And the only reason why you can't do it is because you don't want to do it. The only reason you're not going to do it is because you don't want to do it. You made a whole bunch of smoke, and there ain't no fire. Just a heaping pile of dog poo is all we're going to end up with if this doesn't get done in this stimulus bill. Period. Has to be done. Has to be. And I've been online and I've been watching other advocates like myself because I'm fairly new to this. But yeah, I've got an edge and I've got an attitude because you know something? I think a 1/5 to 1/4 of this nation is sick and tired of being lied to by the people who claim they're out for our interests, the people who say they want to help the most needy and most vulnerable people in America amid the COVID crisis. Not only that, but they want to help us out in general because they know that overall we've been ignored, overlooked, undercared for, and absolutely underfunded. Personally, I think the whole thing is a bunch of poo, and I would much rather see, instead of federally block granting states billions of dollars every year, that if somebody is indeed medically certified disabled, that a universal income should be put into play here. To heck with screwing around with food stamps, Section 8, rental assistance, housing assistance, heating assistance, you know, all this other kinds of assistance that the state has to administer because God knows you can't. I mean, other than healthcare, yeah, okay, I agree with a Medicare, Medicaid supplement, this, that, the other. And actually, Medicare probably should be modified so that it includes things like prescription drugs, doctor visits, and everything else without a copay. And then we'd solve a whole bunch of problems by not having to block grant Medicaid every year. That's billions, hundreds of billions of dollars right there that we could solve the problem of the money situation for Social Security with right away. And not only solve the Social Security issue, but we could give anybody who's disabled. I'm not talking about people who are retired who already have other income other than Social Security. I'm talking about just a targeted, focused angle of those who are disabled of giving people $2,750 per month. What? I see the look on GOP faces when they see this video. Huh? You're kidding me, right? No, because if you stop and think about it, most people on Social Security disability get under $1,000 a month. You heard me, under $1,000. Well, it's based on what you paid into it, and you only should get what you're deserving. Well, yes and no, because not only is it based on what you paid into it, it also is a needs-based program. Because if I didn't need Social Security disability to survive, I wouldn't have asked for it, thank you. Some people would because they're lazy, but I have a legitimate medical concern, which is it's lifelong lasting. It will never go away. In fact, it will be getting worse as I get older. And being in my 50s now, I can't really look forward to my 70s without some kind of progressive action to help me be able to afford to pay somebody to bring me to the grocery store, or to be in a city to have an apartment that I can afford so that I can get mass transit and use it properly. And oh, by the way, yes, some cities do offer free mass transit, but that's also block granted to the states by the federal government, the transportation programs that help people get around that are handicapped. So, in a nutshell, I think just giving people $2,750 a month would solve the issue and offer them free medical care. Period. No questions asked. You got a clogged artery? Go to the doctor. Go to the hospital. Get it fixed. Done. You got bad eyesight? Go to the doctor. Go to the eye care specialist. Go to the optometrist or ophthalmologist. And if there's something they can do to correct it, maybe medical insurance should allow them to do the right thing and correct it. And then after that person has recovered, let them be off of disability and go out and find gainful employment. Well, that's a novel idea, but it just never happen. It'll never happen because too many Republicans will say no, and too many Democrats would be too chicken bleep to ever dare introduce it to legislation. That said, get the $200 a month done, because remember, 2022 is coming. You're talking about 1/5 to 1/4 of the United States being on some form of Social Security. Democrats, if I were you, I'd get on the ball. I'd get on it today, tomorrow, whenever the debate comes up, and whenever the time for inclusion of amendments comes up for the stimulus package in the Senate. I would be on my horse getting this done. Because you know something? I wouldn't want 1/4 to 1/5 of my constituents pissed off to no end, saying, thanks a lot, dude. You didn't do anything for me, and I voted for you. I think most of your constituents who are disabled would think that. And I think that most of the country would see how shallow your promises were if you don't follow through on them. People actually do see those facts about Congress as it is. But don't make it this time around. Why don't we do something substantive, concrete, and hard? It's not easy because you have to explain it to people that we have to feed people, we have to keep them well fed, well sheltered, and well cared for. And that's the end of my rant today. Have a good day. Like I said, if you like my video, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And by the way, I'm not the only advocate out here. You want to see other good videos, I'm going to pass you over to Blindtobillionaire. That's Matt. He's a great guy to watch. And I encourage you, because he and I talk, believe it or not, kids. We talk late at night when you guys are all sleeping. We're up chatting it up. So anyway, yeah, watch Blindtobillionaire. That's Matt over there. He's doing a hell of a job. He's done this a lot longer than I have. Like I said earlier, I'm a rookie at this. So I always pass the baton to him because he's the dude that's been doing this stuff for a while. He's got over 850 videos. Get on YouTube, watch him, watch him, watch him. Have fun. But like I said, if you like his videos, go ahead and subscribe to them and click the bell. It helps him, helps you, helps me, because it gives you advice as to where to go to look for free money, where to go to help yourself out if you're in a bind. He's got all that. He's got a way bigger brain than I do in some cases when it comes to this stuff. So, but I will tell you, we are going to work as a tandem. We're going to tag team these darn senators and these reps in Congress because it's time to do the right thing, folks. We got to barrage them. And you who's watching my video, you got to get on the horn, pick up the phone, get an email going, get on Twitter, get on Facebook, share it with your friends, do whatever you got to do. Anybody who's disabled, anybody who's on Social Security, just get them to punch these people online, not in real life, but online. Give these people a gut punch and say, hey, listen, wake up and do this and get this done for people who really, really, really need it. It's not just me I'm talking for. I'm talking for 1/5 to 1/4 of the population of this country. So let's go. Let's do it. I'm out.